everyone, and welcome to this week's stretch video. Now we're going to be doing a little bit stood up, and we're also going to be back down on the floor. We will get started. First of all, you're just going to pop your foot behind this leg. What you're going to do is you're going to lean to the side and bring your arm up. If you've got balance, you don't need to be fully on this foot. You can just be on your tiptoes a little bit. If you want to add a bit of extra, my arm has disappeared off the top of the camera, but you basically grab your wrist and pull it down. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're not coming forward. You're trying to get that chest a bit higher to the sky. So you're really feeling it down your side and down your legs. Now we're just going to switch sides. There we go. Oh, you can feel already. I was like, oh. Just hold this a little bit longer. The reason why we do such long stretches is because it allows our muscles to just relax just a little bit more when we come out of it, as well as really help the recovery. We hold it for short times, it's not really going to get as much benefit. And what you're going to do, you're basically just going to come down and try and touch your toes. If you can touch your toes, that's great. If you can get down on the floor, that's great. If not, shins is also fine. We might get a bit yoga based today. I promise it's going to be good. And then you're just going to walk your hands to one side. I picked the right hand side. You're just going to hold a little bit longer. So you should be feeling it around the backs of your legs. And then walk around to the other side. As I said, you do not need to be all the way down on the ground. You can be up on your shins, you can be up on your calves, your thighs. You just want to make sure that you're really feeling down the back of your legs. Hold this a little bit longer. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is just a simple quad stretch. So you're just going to lift up. If you've got balance, you can either put your hand on something, you can have your hand out, have your hand on your ear, but you want to make sure that you tilt that pelvis forward. So I'm just going to come to the side. We tend to just go like this. We're going to come back and tilt that pelvis forward. You see that slight difference? And tilt it forward, and you'll feel it down the front of your leg. Try and make sure when you do this that you are pointing, your toes are facing towards the back of your head. Oh, and keep your balance. It's best not to talk when you do this. And then switch sides. Perfect. Might take a bit of time to get into it, get that balance. Make sure you focus on something in front of you, either on the ground or something directly in front of you. If you're doing this with someone else, try not to be too near them, because when you see them wobble, it puts you off. Great. Now we're just going to step down and we're going to come into downward facing dog. So we've done a lot opening up the backs of those legs. We want to make sure that we are really working. These are bits of areas. When we do exercise, we do a lot obviously on our upper body, our core, but we do a lot on our legs. We do a lot on our legs in general life. We do a lot of walking, a lot of standing. They're basically things that keep us going. So if possible, I want you to just lift your leg up to the sky. If I was more flexible, I would be in a split position right now, but that's not going to happen. So lift your leg up to the sky, and then you're going to bring your foot and open up that hip. I told you it's getting a bit yoga-y today. So you're opening up that hip. You can be twisting so that your chest is almost coming facing out towards the sky. So you're really feeling that opening up of that hip. This is a lot on our shoulders as well right now. And then we're going to switch around back into downward dog. I'm going to pull my top down, which probably a lot of people will also be in the same position. And we're going to come back up and now switch that leg. Good. And now twist that leg down. It doesn't have to be touching your bum, it doesn't have to be anywhere close. You just want to bend it a little bit so you feel that opening down the front of your hip, down the front of that quad. Good, well done. We'll hold it just a little bit longer. Oh, I'm feeling that burn in my shoulders. We're going to come down onto your knees. And we're just going to come and sit in child's position, child's pose position. We've got narrow legs, so I'm not out, extended narrow legs. So you're just going to come down, and to reverse those shoulders, you're just going to bring your hands back and hold them down for a second. So you start to feel it open up in your upper back, and your shoulders are relaxing after that move. That was a bit cruel. We held it for quite a long time. Perfect. Now, we're just going to come and sit on our bumps. And you're going to tuck your hands just behind your back, your chest. Open up that chest. You can be sat with your legs out straight, that's totally fine as well. But I like to have my legs out, my knees up, just for a bit of stability. It's a bit of a lower body focused stretch today. That's okay. Great. Now we're sat in this position, you're just going to shake that out. Roll those arms back, roll those shoulders back. Do it one more time. And then forward. One forward, one forward. One more, one more. You're going to pop this leg up over your knee, and you're going to move your bum as close to your foot as possible. Good. These are stretching our glutes. You should feel it. If not, you can come forward. If you can't be in this position, you can also do this on your back, sort of the figure of 8 position as well. You're going to have to come back down into this position anyway in a second. So if you just come down, what we're going to do is you're going to let your leg, I'm just going to get myself back on the mat, come down onto the floor. So you've still got that figure of 8 position, but you're going to grab that ankle and twist the other way and push this leg against that hand, so you're pushing it away. So you should really be feeling it down the back, and you want to twist your body the opposite direction. So spread that arm out. You'll really be feeling that hip opener. Hold it just for a little bit longer, and then we're going to switch legs. So come out with that. So you either sat up, cross the other leg, sat up in this position, opening that glute, or you're down on the floor. I'm going to sit up in this position for a little bit, and then I'm going to get back down on the floor in order to do that other one. I'm going to come down and bring it into my body. Then we're just going to twist it to the side, so it comes down and you grab that ankle which is on the floor and you stretch out the other way. Ooh, you should really be feeling it down this bit of your leg. As I said, it is quite lower body focused today, but sometimes that's good. Sometimes we do need to just just focus on certain areas to stretch it out. If you look back at the previous videos, there'll be other full body stretches. Hold it just for a little bit longer, and then we'll come out of it. Perfect. What we're going to do is we're just going to sit forward, we're going to straddle a little bit, and you're just going to lean forward and down. You should be feeling the inners of the thighs stretching. You want to make sure that your legs are not rolling forward. You're going to be trying tilting those thighs outwards. When you roll forward, it just gets rid of the stretch. You want to tilt those thighs outwards. If you can grab your feet. You can either have your hands on the floor, or you can have your hands on your shins or your quads. Do not put your hands on your knees. We don't want to be locking them out. Could cause more damage. Hold this just a little bit longer. Come all the way up. We're just going to stand up. We'll do last one on our back. Open our back up. So you're going to pretend you've got a beach ball in your hand, and you're just going to come round and round that back, almost like you're hugging a beach ball. So round it. You should be feeling it around your shoulders, around your back. Oh. You can wiggle about as well a little bit. Good. Now I'm going to interlace our fingers behind our back. Push that chest out. Might have heard a crack from my elbow then. And you can come all the way down. Now you can stay in this position here. You can come halfway, or you can come all the way down. It's whatever you can do if you're okay with inversions. I'm going to try and just open it up a little bit more. Feel it in my shoulders, in the chest, feel it down the back of my legs. And then slowly make your way up, shake your body out. So there we go. There's a quick 10-minute stretch. As I say every time, you can do this before a workout, after a workout, or just on any day that you just need a little bit of extra assistance in your body. Thank you very much for joining.